There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an epileptic fit. Risk. You know what? I'm going to be kind and I'm going to pause this image because I know some of my viewers have photosensitive epilepsy, and if you've ever seen somebody have an epileptic seizure, it's not fun. So this is flashing wildly, and this is World Domination Risk, the EGA version. So, Russell Fleming of Panther Programs, let's start a new game. Oh, that's much better. Let's just go one player. Did it just say no? Oh dear. That's the worst attempt at typing my name I've ever done. Input color Lawnie. Let's go with 1. Right. Apparently we're not having AI players. We're just having ordinary players. So let's stick the caps lock on again because it's insisting that the caps lock is on. Not Bob. Karina. Okay, so it'll draw the map and I'll explain Risk to you. Now, this looks a lot like a world map that was drawn by somebody from like the 1500s when they didn't really understand what the world looked like. Good grief. Look at what they've done to Oceania. Okay, 22 men are available to deploy. That's your set number of units at the beginning. So you'll also see the 1s on the map. That's the number of units currently, I believe, in a position. The territory we have is... Actually, we have a lot of territory. Okay. Does it want us to spread out the territory amidst all of them? So instead of having a bunch of countries to conquer as you slowly spread out, it's just divided the map entirely among the 3 players. I tried to select 1 player and it didn't let me. Okay, so in order to play Risk, what you have to do is split up your units, your 22 originally allocated units, to territories. So if I hit A1 as a territory to add to, it does nothing because it's case sensitive. Right, how many to add? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got like 14 or 15 different regions to add to here. So we'll strengthen North America because that's where most of my user base comes from. How many to add to A4? Let's stick 5 on there. Let's get the Gulf of Mexico under our control as well. Let's stick 4 there, and there's still 10 men left. So I'm going to add to what is charitably called Europe. Look at that. That does not look like Europe at all. So we want E5 and we'll add 5 there. I'm just going to give up on Oceania. I know I have 3 territories there. I'm going to give up on that and Africa. And I'll sweep across from Europe. I'll take over Europe and sweep across into, Asia. And then from America, I'll take over America and I'll sweep down into South America. So let's see. In order to do that, I think think we shall add to A5. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was actually a news article about America wanting to buy Greenland or something in order to stage military bases or something there. I accidentally hit Y. What happens if you try to add to a territory and you don't have any? So you can rearrange your territories. Let's just say no. And then Steve has to arrange his territories. But you see, Steve is going to go U4. And he's going to add 22 there. And then I'm just going to briefly show Karina. Let's see. She is the grey. So F1. And 22. No. Any player rearrange? I hit no. This is cumbersome. Very, very cumbersome. See, I've run into a problem. It's saying any player rearrange. You know, just giving the option. And I'm like, no. You know, N. And because it's in the wrong case, it wasn't letting me proceed. Now that we're in the right case, I can now issue commands. So if I say A1, bad defending info, attack to A2. Aha! Armies available 3. How many armies to move? 2. So I've managed somehow to take territory from Karina in North America. But the more territory you take, the more spread out your units become. And I'm not going to continue with this because it's awfully, awfully cumbersome. It's Risk. It's a classic board game. The actual game itself is excellent. It's really enjoyable. But this implementation of it is exceedingly long in the tooth. There's no mouse support. It's all typing in of keyboard commands. Honestly, there's more modern versions of this that are better. And even browser-based versions. I know one called Warlight that's quite popular, or was about 10 years ago. That might be worth checking out instead of this. And if you like me playing random DOS games, I do it hundreds of times. Feel free to take a look at hundreds of other videos on my channel, and if you like what you see, you can subscribe. And if you could destroy me at Risk using Karina's African forces, then you're undoubtedly one of my clever and strategically minded patrons. Look at their names. They could do a good campaign or two, I'm sure. So yeah, this is old hat. Its time has very much passed. Speaking of which, until next time.